Now I think it's time I show you the replacement of the Case 4230. A lot of you have been looking forward to this video. There's been loads of suggestions and debate and comments of recent videos on what tractor I should get, but for me it was pretty much down to three choices: Massey Ferguson, John Deere, Ford or New Holland. For the Massey Ferguson I was thinking a 3000 series, maybe a 3090, 3095 or a 3120. They would suit well, good working tractors. John Deere I was thinking maybe a 6100 or a 6200, maybe even a 6210. Again, good strong working tractors. 6000 and 7000 series were designed with a lot of user comfort and just usability in mind. So that was definitely on the list. And for the Ford or New Holland, of course, I was thinking of a 40 series, maybe a 77 or a 7840. Ford or New Holland. I'd probably go with the Ford. I hear there's less electronics to go wrong in the Ford or that. So those were the three tractors or type of tractors I had in my head. I had no experience with John Deere, Ford or New Holland, but it's always good to try something new. So I went with green. Yeah, so I went with the John Deere 6200. This tractor is very clean. It, it's all original. Obviously, there's a little bit of surface rust, but these panels are all very straight. It would be very easy clean it up, maybe respray it one day. But mud guards, stainless steel straight pipe. We have beacons on her. We have a push-out pickup hitch back here and two spools. Obviously one of them has the hitch on it at the minute. Beefy tyres on it. They're 520s at the back, 420s in the front. Back tyres are fairly good. I'd say they have 50-60% tread on them, but the front tyres I will have to look at in the near enough future. They're fairly worn down. And obviously there's no front loader on it, but I do plan to put one on. I even have my eye on one that's up in Roscommon, a 245M front loader for John Deere, but I'm just making sure that'll fit this tractor and that it's the right loader for the job. Maybe one of you know if that loader will fit. Just not quite sure on that, but I think it'll do the job. It's a nice clean tractor. 40k power quad gearbox on it. You have your lovely instrument panel here to your right. Obviously, as I said, the power quad gearbox. You have your shuttle there as well. Hand throttle. Spools, that's for your lift. PTO. Aircon and blower and that. Then the steering wheel, like modern day tractors, obviously you can adjust the height and you can tilt it down, obviously. Handy for getting in and out of. Thinking of my granddad at the same time. Hopefully he'll be able to give this tractor a bit of use, a bit of a go, and it might be a bit easier for him to climb in and out of. On the same note of that, I installed this passenger seat. I'm going to do a video on that in the next couple of weeks. I have it filmed. I'll just release it after this one, obviously. So I took my granddad on a bit of a trip. First time I let him see it, and he was sitting there on the seat, and he absolutely loved it. So I did. But yeah, everything is functional. Everything is working on this tractor. The pickup hitch and your spools, hydraulics, everything is working. It's a nice, big, spacious cab to sit in. It's so quiet and comfortable. So yeah, as I said, 40k box. I love the power quad gearbox. In the case, you'd run through the gears very quickly, you weren't going at a great speed, and you're revving the engine full revs nearly the whole time. But the power quad is fantastic. So it is turbo, so lovely sound out of that, heaps of power from that as well, I assume, and it's very, very economical. The case absolutely supped through the diesel. It was very heavy on diesel. With PTO work, obviously not too bad when the PTO was off, but it was still pretty heavy on the diesel for the size of a tractor that it was. I'm not fully sure on the exact horsepower, but I don't think the horsepower or the engine is much bigger on this tractor than the case. I think the case was 80 or 85 out of the factory, and this is 80 or 90, I think. So not much more power on paper, but built a lot stronger, a lot beefier, a lot more grunt to it. But I do think it is quite a bit more capable, but we'll only have to wait and see on that one. I'll stop talking for now. We're going to take it for a drive. We'll get the turbo whistling, the exhaust blowing some smoke, and I want you to let me know down in the comments what you think of the John Deere 6200.